Hi guys, a very good afternoon to all of you. Today is one day before your actual MAH CET exam begins. The exam is on 23rd, 24th and 25th. Some of you are giving it tomorrow. I am giving it on 24th. So what we're going to do today is a final kind of a revision on one of the topics called abstract reasoning. Not analytical reasoning, it's abstract reasoning. So we have done a lot of sessions on abstract reasoning. I hope you all attended those sessions. Today is a recap, kind of a revision. I have tried to put in a few new questions which were not covered by me in the earlier sessions, but we will be looking at 3-3-2-2 types of questions for each category in abstract reasoning. It's not going to be a lengthy session, so buckle up, be ready. You don't need a pen and paper in this. It's all visual reasoning based questions. You will look at something and get an answer, so you really don't need a paper and pen. However, I'm going to give you a very short amount of time per question. So I'll be looking at about 40 seconds to 45 seconds max per question, not more than that. So we will quickly go through this. I hope you guys are ready for this. Afternoon to all of you. Yes, I have a lot of my regular students wishing me afternoon. So very good afternoon to all of you too. Okay, so guys, let's start off with the first question coming your way. Abstract reasoning in one shot. So basically we are looking at all these 10 topics. So we have covered all these 10: series, analogies, odd one out, embedded figures, counting figures, paper folding and cutting, pattern completion, mirror images, water images, and cubes and dices. We have done sessions on each and every one of these. So today we'll take 2 to 3 questions on all of these. So I have about 28-29 questions, I believe, approximately 2 to 3 questions per topic. Okay, so let's go ahead and start solving. So first we are going to start off with series. First question is quite simple. 30 seconds, give me a quick answer. Your time starts now. Alright, so the first one is quite straightforward. You can see that the A is going to the corner, and from the corner it is coming into the center, and from the center it is going into the corner again, from corner to the center, and therefore the next one should be at the right side corner. So clearly this is not your answer, this is not your answer, this is not your answer. Now similarly E should move up to this corner, so this is ruled out. So the correct answer happens to be the first figure, which is option A. Very simple warm up. Second question coming your way. This again, this is not straightforward, but you have to think a little bit in this. 30 seconds for you to get the answer. Guys, keep this in mind. 30 seconds is your time limit in the exam. If it is taking you more than that, don't waste your time. There are 200 questions. That's the reason why I am pushing you to answer it quickly. 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds are up. Lot of different answers. The correct answer happens to be figure 2. So if you notice, a vertical line has come, another vertical line has come, but in the next square, leaving this part out, they left this part out. On the right hand side it has come, right? So you have to observe what is happening. I have a black part, half of the square covered here. The other half is getting covered vertical. Then I got a horizontal line, and I have another horizontal line in the next square. I have a vertical line, so by that logic I should be having a vertical line here. But which side should be the vertical line or the coloring? You can always see left of the square, then right. You have top, then bottom. So this is the top part, right? This is the top part in this square. In this full square, the top is covered, then the next square, the bottom is covered. So here if left is covered, I need the right to be covered. So this is how it should be. So that is there in your option 2, therefore B. Now some of you are asking why not option A? Now option A, because here if you notice, these two are not aligned in the same vertical direction. So there is one vertical here, another vertical here, but it is moved. You can see this is kept open, right? Similarly, one horizontal, second horizontal, you can see they are not aligned. Similarly, here if I have, then the other one should be onto the side. They should not be aligned. That is the reason why one is not correct. Okay, next question. We are moving on to analogies. We have seen 2 questions on series. First question on analogies coming your way. 30 seconds to give an answer. Okay, 30 seconds are up. The correct answer happens to be B. Now, why is it correct? If you understand here, this is a mirror image. So the analogy, the logic used is it's a mirror image. So I want to find a mirror image for this figure over here. Clearly mirror image, vertical oval will be oval itself. So these two are wrong. Now it could be B or D. Now if you're looking at B or D, so look at this part. If you're looking at this part over here, what do you observe? You see something like this, correct? Now this mirror image will be on the right hand side, will be covered. So this is wrong. This is correct. Because here you can see left hand side is covered, whereas it should actually be covered on the right hand side. Okay, next. Again, not very difficult. Go ahead and give me the answer. 30 seconds. Time starts now. Okay, so 30 seconds are up. If you notice, these two, how are they connected? First look at the arrow. There's one arrow like this and the other arrow is like this. So the arrows are basically kind of mirror images to each other. For example, so similarly, if I have one arrow over here, the other arrow should be like this. So straight away, figure 1 is wrong, figure 3 is wrong, figure 5 is wrong. Now I'm left with figures 2 and 4. Now if you observe once again, only half of it is being shaded. Only half of it is being shaded, which means this full shaded is wrong. Therefore, my answer is option, the second figure, that is option B. Clear? Okay, let's move on to odd one out. So today we are moving very, very quickly. I'm not giving you too much of time because that is how you're supposed to do in the exam. 30 seconds, okay? Okay, this is an interesting one. Go ahead, 30 seconds. Odd one out. Okay guys, so 30 seconds are up. Now here if you observe, so a triangle, so let me change the color so that you guys can follow. So there is a triangle and a triangle, same orientation. You have a triangle and triangle everywhere. The triangles orientations are not a problem. All triangles are matching correctly. There's no problem with the triangle orientation. So triangles is not going to give you a problem. So what is the problem? Where is the problem coming from? Then it could be from pentagon. If you start observing the pentagon, this pentagon is cutting the triangle. So first cut over here is dark. Okay. Then you have the second cut here. This is light and this is dark again. And you have a light. And then you have a dark. And then you have a light. So alternately it's light, dark, and so on and so forth. So the pentagon, when it is cutting, you should have alternately lights and darks. That's how it is. If you look at option D, here this is light, this is dark, and then again this is dark. And here this is light. So you can see light and light, then dark and dark. So it's not alternate. Whereas here, everywhere else, it is alternate. Hence, the correct answer is option D. This is not a very straightforward one. Quite a few of you have given a little bit of a different answer. But yes, mistakes do happen. There is no negative mark. That's why I keep saying, don't waste more than 30 seconds in this kind of a question. Let's go ahead. Again, this is a very straightforward 15 seconds. Give me the answer in 15 seconds for this. Shreyansh, it was not an hexagon, it was a pentagon only in option B. Please check it out. So the correct answer here is option B. You can see alternate. You can see the dark ones are alternate. The dark ones are alternate. Except here, these are not alternate. These are next to each other. That is the only simple reason. So that's the reason why I gave you only 15 seconds. It's a very, very simple question. Nothing great about it. Let's move on to the next one. Embedded figures. This will take a little bit of time. I'll give you 30 seconds. Try to see what is the correct answer in this. Okay, 30 seconds are up. Lot of correct answers. The correct answer is D. You can see the figure here directly. This is your embedded figure. Hence, the correct answer is option D. Okay, somebody said no option is correct. That is incorrect. The correct answer is option D. Okay, I've drawn it in the green. Next question, again an embedded figure, a very, a very cumbersome figure. Let's go ahead and solve this. Okay, so the correct answer here is option B. So I'll draw the figure here. This is the figure that you want. Yes, so this entire figure is present in your B. Hence B is correct. Okay. Now, embedded figures, you have to be careful. Some of you could make mistakes in it. Please keep in mind, guys, typically embedded figures should not be rotated. Typically embedded figures should not be rotated. Okay. Okay, this is a good one. It looks very simple. Give me an answer to this. Thirty seconds. Parag, last slot will be difficult. Not really. I would say it will be slightly more difficult than other slots, but you don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, it will not be so much of a difference. So the correct answer here is figure C. Your W is present in your C. So that's your correct answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Here it will take time and you'll notice why. Counting of figures. Let's see how many of you will get it right. Find the number of squares. Find the number of squares. Sumanshu, you should be searching for BYJU'S exam. You can just search for abstract reasoning, BYJU'S and Srinivas in YouTube. You should be getting there. Also look at our channel. It will be there in our video list. Guys, don't worry about which lot is going to be difficult. Typically, there will not be much of a difference. Okay, it will not be too much of a difference. Anyway, the MAH CET exam is damn easy relative to the other MBA entrance exams. So don't worry too much about difficulty level because the exam as such is easy. Okay. Okay, a lot of different questions and answers. Okay, so first thing, there are 2 points of, 2 things that I'll tell you guys. First, counting the number of items will take time. It is not an easy question. Okay, even a simple figure I give, you will get different answers. Some of you got only 15, some of you got 17, some of you got 18, some of you got 20. So first thing you need to keep in mind is understand that this type of question in abstract reasoning is time consuming, or if you try to do it quickly, you might not get the correct answer. That's the first thing that you need to keep in mind, which means if in the exam abstract reasoning counting of numbers comes or counting of things come, please leave it till the end. The reason is it will take time, and even if you try to do it, there's a very high chance that you end up making a mistake. The accuracy usually is low for this. Okay? Now let's take a look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I have 5. 5 squares. Then let me take a look at 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 10. Then I have 11. Then I have 12, 13, 14, 15. Is there anything else? I got 15 squares, but I'm pretty sure there'll be more than that. Let me see if I counted everything. 15 squares. Yes, 16, 17. So there are totally 17 squares that I can count. Okay, so totally the correct answer is 17. But again, if you notice, it took me some time, right? It was not a 30-second question. So please, small diagonal, there's one more. Did I miss? Let me see if I missed anything else. Did I miss any other square? No, I don't think I missed anything else. Yeah, there's no trick for this, Mona, unfortunately. Whole square I counted. I counted this whole square once. I counted this full square. I counted this full. But this entire thing is a rectangle. It's not a square. Entire thing is a rectangle. It's not a square. Is there anything else? Any other square? No, but see, don't worry about whether it's 17 or 18. The point that I wanted to explain in this question is that so much of searching I'm doing, and you're all also trying, and there's no guarantee whether the answer is 17 or 18. So keep this in your mind. This is a question, or this model in abstract reasoning, I would say leave it to the end. Don't waste your time counting, because even if you come till 17, there is a possibility that you're missing one. Okay? Right, so at least I got the correct answer as 17. If somebody can tell me where that extra square is, then probably it will become 18, but I think right now the correct answer is 17. Let's move on. 2 squares in small squares. I've already counted that. I've counted these small squares I counted. I also counted this small square. I also counted this small square. And of course I counted the bigger one over here. So I counted all of this. Okay, right, next question. How many triangles are present in the given figure? No, rectangle is not a square. Guys, all squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are not squares. Keep it in mind. All squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are not squares. So you can't count a rectangle as a square. Okay, so some of you are saying 12, many of you are saying 12. So let's take a look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 straightforward, obvious. Now let's take combination. 7, this is 8, 9, 10. 2 combinations are done. Now what else can I do? I got 10, then okay, 11 and 12. Is there anything else? Let me see. I got 12 for sure, but it cannot be so obvious. Let's see if there's something that I'm missing. 12, 12, 12. As of now, I've got only 12. I'm just thinking, is there anything else? Again, if you notice, so much of time wasted. No chance you're going to do this in the exam. Okay? One right triangle, I've counted the right triangle. I've counted this. Already I've counted that. 12. Okay, there's one more. People are saying, let me see where that one more can be from. Okay, I'm not able to get the other one, but let's go on. Let's not waste time on this. I'm trying to see where the 13th one turns up to be. Upside 3 triangles make one big. Okay, 3 triangles are saying make one big. 1, 2. No, I already counted this. Acha, this one I didn't count. Correct. Right, this I missed. This is the 13th. Okay, thanks for that. So if you notice, I counted these two. So I counted this and I counted this. But I forgot to count this one extra. This is the extra one. This is the 13th. So the correct answer is 13. Okay. Right. So guys, the bottom line here is not to count and see whether 12 is correct or 13 is correct. The reason why I put these two questions is to tell you that straight away tomorrow in the exam or day after tomorrow or the day after that, whenever you're writing, if you get counting, leave it. Leave it till the last. There are 200 questions. You can easily leave 2-3 questions on counting. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Paper folding and cutting. This is again an interesting area. You should do this. It will not take too much of time, but there could be some traps in this kind of a question. The first one, here is your question. 30 seconds, tell me what the answer is. Yeah, when I say leave it, I meant randomly mark something and get out. Don't waste your time on that. Always mark something. I will never say leave the question, okay? What I meant is, yes, mark something and get out. Okay, so the logic here is, if you're folding it like this, then when you're unfolding, you'll open it like this. So whichever line along which you're opening, so this becomes the mirror. So you're supposed to find the mirror image with respect to this is your mirror. So what do you get? You get a star here, whatever, this is a star, and you should get a triangle like this. So now it was folded like this, so when you're opening, you'll open it like this. So now this is your mirror. So I should get another triangle like this, I should get another triangle like this, and I should get 2 stars. 2 stars. So that is your option D. So the whole idea for folding and opening is the mirror image concept. But you should know where the mirror image is happening. Okay, where the mirror image is happening. So it is not your B, it is going to be your D. D for Delhi. Okay. Let's move on. Star, sir, wrong. What is wrong in the star? Oh, okay. Star is wrong, you mean to say. Yeah. That's correct. That's very well noticed, guys. Even I missed that. So you will be writing the star like this, correct? Yeah, so the correct answer is E. Yes, that's perfect. The star should also be inverted. The star should also be inverted. That's very, very good observation. Some of you have got very keen sense of observation. Even I missed that. So the star should be inverted. So if you notice, these stars are all upright. Ideally, this should have been inverted. One star should have been inverted. Inverted means you will get a tail and the others are without tail. This way. So this is the tail. So here, this is the head, there is no tail. But here there is a tail and there is no head. So that's what is the meaning of inversion. Okay? Perfect. Okay, that's very good, very good. So I can see that some of you are perfectly ready for this kind of questions. Next question. Saurav, I will not be surprised if the paper format is jumbled. Okay, don't worry about it. It could be mostly jumbled because last year and the last before year it happened to be that way. So what is the correct answer? Firstly, it was folded this way. So when you're opening, you'll open it like this, which means this is your mirror. So if this is the mirror, then you'll be getting it like this, then something like this. Okay, then it was folded this way and this way, which means when you're opening it, there will be this and this. So this is one mirror, this is the second mirror. So you need to get this two. So this mirror image will be upwards. It's like a water image but up. Similarly, it is a water image but down. So you're going to get your correct answer as option B. Option B. Is there anything which is missing in B? No, I think everything is perfect because these are all symmetrical. It's only the twos that have to be carefully looked at. So if you're looking at two, this two and this two are mirror images to each other. Then here there's a mirror. If I keep a mirror here, this two over here will become like this. And the two over here will become like this, which is perfectly correct. If I put another mirror over here, this is going to be in this fashion and this is going to be in this fashion. So all twos are in the correct orientation in your option B. Okay, so that's your correct answer. Next question is pattern completion. Again, slightly different in nature. Take a look at the first question and give me the answer. 30 seconds. Okay, so here if you notice these two are mirror images, which also means that I need to get a mirror image. So the mirror image should be this way, then I need to get this and this. So it should be like this. That is your option A. So if you observe, the top two parts are mirror images, so the bottom two parts should also be mirror images, hence option A. Next question. Okay, so here once again if you understand the pattern, these two are mirror images, so I need a mirror image over here. So if I'm looking at a mirror image, firstly I should be having a circle on the right side corner, which means this is gone, D is gone. It could be between B or C, or both of them can be wrong. Then if I have it like this, so if you notice this one should be giving me a triangle in this fashion. And this should become somewhat like this. So if I draw a mirror image for this, so this line will become this, this and this, something like this. And if I draw this, this should be over here. So this pattern is not there in C, it's there in your B. So the correct answer happens to be your option B. Okay. Next question, moving on. It's a simple one, this one, not very difficult. 30 seconds. So pattern recognition is all about seeing what is a pattern. If the pattern is a mirror image or a water image, you have to make sure that the same thing happens. So very clearly, I need to have a triangle with a line first, and then another triangle without a line. Okay, these two triangles are a must. So my first should be a line. So this is not a line, this is not a line, this is not a line, there's only one. Option will be C, but make sure, because there is also option E. So make sure that it fits. So this line should continue, and then your circle should continue over here. Then I have over here. So basically you can see that this is correct. So always guys, even if you eliminate 3, don't mark the 4th one because there is an option E. So just pay that extra 5-10 seconds of attention. Okay, let's move on. Mirror images. So first question coming your way. Parag, if you're not getting good score, please first attempt this year, see what happens. Don't worry about the next year. Guys, there is an exam in front of you. First go for it. See what is the best you can do. Then we can think of, okay, if the score is not good enough, what to do can be thought about next year. Alright. So once again, if there is a mirror placed here, this arrow should become this way. So these two are gone, B and C. Also remember, these two lines will basically become these two parallel. They should be parallel. So A is gone. And then what am I left with? I'll be looking at only option D, and you can see option D basically a line which becomes like this, which is basically what is happening in D, and another line like this. So your D matches perfectly. So D is your correct answer. Again, very simple question. Sumanshu, it's a decent attempt, but right now please don't write any more mocks. You have to be faster. 72 is not good enough. You have to be faster. Okay, you have to finish a lot more questions than that. So when the mirror is placed, so this triangle will become this way, and this triangle over here will come here in this direction. So look at the triangle's orientation. C is ruled out, then you have your D also ruled out. So now the question is between A and B. Now between A and B, if you notice, there is a S here with a small one like this. So the top is small. So this is correct, whereas this is wrong, because you can see the top here is long. A mirror image will not change the length. It will not make it upside down also. Right? So therefore B is wrong. But please make sure that the others are verified. So vertical lines will remain vertical lines. Horizontal lines will become horizontal lines. These will become checks, will remain checks. These lines will become this way, and this way lines will become this way. So the entire structure of it is correct. Hence the answer is option A. Guys, once again, please get into each one of them and check, because when you put so many lines, if I am an examiner, I want to really trap you, I will put one small change, and you look at all these triangles, you look, everything you look, but you'll forget to look at the small change. That is where the trap can happen. Okay? Again, an easy one. A very easy one. So the correct answer here is option D, guys. So this part of the mirror image will become like this, and this part of the mirror image will become like this. So straight away there you can eliminate all 3 or 4 of them. A, B, C and E can be eliminated. Therefore the correct answer is option D. Okay, guys, before we move on, please make sure that you give a like onto this session and stay tuned into our channels on both Instagram as well as our YouTube channel as well as on our app. We're going to have live analysis of what happened on the exam day. So please be tuned into our channels. We will bring our analysis to you very shortly once the exam is done. Okay. Water images. What's your answer? 30 seconds. Okay, so a water image here, this circle will remain as a circle, this will remain over here, and the line which is on the top will now become a line at the bottom. So this itself will eliminate your options B, options C and D. Right? Now the only question is it A or E? So please verify for the others. Circle will remain a circle, the hollow one will remain hollow. The line at the top will become the line at the bottom, and there is a line here and there is a line here. So the correct answer is option A. Right? Simple. Neat figure. Please give me an answer for this. 30 seconds. Sumanshu, my slot is morning 24th. Morning slot 24th, 9 to 11. Okay, so this took a little bit of time from many of you, but now you finally started getting the correct answer. The correct answer is option B. So top 3 should become bottom 3. So A is gone, C is gone, E is gone. Now between B and D, here there is a 2 on the left, there should be a 2 on the left for you. Whereas here it is 6. So D is gone. So the correct answer is B. Okay? Next question. So the last topic we're going to look at is cubes and dices. So we have already done questions based on this. So let's take 2 or 3 questions and solve them from cubes and dices. Okay. So here's the first question. What is the answer? Okay, some of you are asking what happens if faculty write and they score high. Guys, us or faculty members scoring high will not impact because we don't apply for colleges. So when colleges take a percentile requirement, they will only look at students who apply to them, right? So we are not applying for a JBIMS or Wellinger or whatever college. We don't apply to them. So our getting a high percentile will not affect you because you will be there in the list of the college, we will not even be there. Okay? Right, so the correct answer, what is happening here? So in this kind of a cube formation, these two will be opposites. D and A are opposites. R and V will be opposites. That's the logic. Then automatically N and I will be opposites. N and I should be opposite. So if A and D are opposites, they cannot be adjacent. They cannot be adjacent. They cannot be adjacent. Similarly, if R and V are opposite, they cannot be adjacent. So the logic here is the first one and the third one will be opposite. The second and the fourth will be opposite. The left and the right will be opposite. That is the logic. So therefore you'll be getting the answer as option C. Another question coming your way. Say, apply the same logic. 1, 3, 2, 4, left and right. Srikanth, it doesn't really matter. Whatever gets affected. If we are not there in the list, how does it matter? How does it matter, Srikanth? We are not there in the college list. So even if you are ranked number 10, if 3 people who are ahead of you don't apply, you are actually ranked number 7. Whether you are normalized or not, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so what is happening here? So black and blue. are opposite. Red and gold are opposite. Pink and grey are opposite. So just take a look at black and blue cannot be next to each other because they are opposite. Pink and grey cannot be next to each other because they are opposite. Black and blue cannot be next to each other, therefore your answer option will be C. You can see that pink and gold, it's pink and grey who are opposite, so pink and gold can be next to each other. Gold and blue can be next to each other, so there's no problem, pink and blue can be next to each other, so there's no problem with option C. Okay. For those of you who are saying it affects the normalization process, guys, normalization is done over thousands of students. Not even few hundreds of faculty members write it. Very few faculty members actually write. So all India faculty members who write MAH CET put together will not even be 20 or 10 or 20, 30. Because in each institute, if you look at 2 or 3 people are only going to write. So even if you say 30 institutes are there, totally will be 60 or 70 people writing the exam. 70 people writing the exams spread across 9 slots. So don't worry, it will not affect your normalization process. Okay, so 2 positions of dice are given. When A is on the top, which letter will be at the bottom? So what I do here, there are many tricks to it, but I follow the simplest of the ways. So I write A, D, C. Now what is happening here? If I rotate my A to the left, then A will come to the front. When this A is coming to the front, my B will be going to the back. So which means my B is to the left side. And if you notice, already D is at the top. So where should this E go? E should be going at the bottom. So A, B, C, D, E. Now the only thing is you have to assume that the remaining side is letter F, because that's what the options are. So A and F are going to be opposite to each other. Therefore the answer is option A. Now this is the logical way of solving it using the solving it using the entire structure. But if you are smart, you will realize that, look, see, A is next to C because they are looking at bottom and top, which means what is opposite to A. So C and D are next to each other, so C and D are next to each other, they cannot be the answer. B and E are also next to A, which means B is gone, E is gone, therefore only A is left. So you don't even have to draw the figure, but I showed how to draw the figure if it is required. But if you can just look at what is next to each other, everything is gone, right? You can straight away delete 4 of the options and 5th one will become your answer. So dices, don't unnecessarily waste your time drawing every time. Yes, drawing you should know if needed. But if it is not needed, you can just see what is adjacent and get out. Next question. Similarly, try to give this in few seconds. Let's see how many of you give this very, very quickly. Sumanshu, I'll explain the drawing method in this once again. First of all, what is the missing number? The missing number is 6. So 2 and 1, 2 and 5, 2 and 4, 2 and 3. So basically 4, 3, 1, 5 are all next to 2. Right? 4, 3, 1, 5 are next to 2. So what is it which is not next to 2 then? If 4 sides are already covered, the only side left is the opposite side. So 6 should be on the opposite side of 2. Therefore the answer is option A. Now some of you are asking me how to draw it. So the drawing can be done like this. So I will take my figure. I will first write down one of the 2 figures given, 2, 1, 5. So now what I will do is I will try to bring 2 wherever this is. So I will try to push it like this. I will try to roll it like this, which means the 4 will go down and the 3 will remain as it is. Now the 4 is going down means this bottom is 4. Now notice 3 is on the right hand side, but already right hand side is 1. What does it mean? It means it's on the other side because you are viewing it from back. So this becomes your 3. Therefore this becomes your 6. So 6 is on the back, bottom is 4, left side is 3, right side is 1, 5 is on the top, 2 is in the front. So the correct answer is option A. But you don't need this. If you observe, you can eliminate these three and you'll get your answer. Okay, so guys, that brings us to the end of the session. All the very best to all of you. I hope you guys enjoyed our sessions over the last 1 month that we have been taking, 1.5 months. I hope we have been really helpful to you, and I'll see you in the analysis, guys. This is me signing off from MAH CET program for you as of now. See you in the analysis. Thank you and all the very best.
Want to be a topper in MBA entrance exams? Join BYJU'S Exam Prep, CAT and MBA YouTube channel and watch serial 99 percentilers teaching you the tips and tricks.